Jason Statham gets revenge on a biker who kicked his dog. But when he turns out to be the leader of a dangerous gang, it's a small-town showdown like no other. Welcome to my channel. Today in the main event, we'll see a good man take on an entire gang to protect what matters most. But before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe down below so you never miss a thrilling tale. Also, stick around until the end because our bonus story will feature none other than Jackie Chan. You wouldn't want to miss that. In the heart of Indiana, nestled between rolling hills and cornfields, lay the quaint town of Oakhaven, a place where life moved at a slower pace and everyone knew their neighbors. It was here that Jason Statham had found his solace, rough-around Deej's biker who'd seen his fair share of trouble. Now he just wanted a simple life, tending to his small auto repair shop and spending time with his loyal canine companion, a pit bull named Diesel. One evening, as Jason was closing up shop, a group of bikers barged in, their faces obscured by helmets, their intentions unclear. At the forefront was Razor, a menacing figure with a handlebar mustache that could curdle milk and a reputation that preceded him. He was the leader of the Cobras, a notorious gang that thrived on chaos and destruction. Their eyes were fixed on Diesel, their gazes predatory. But before Razor could utter a word, Jason stepped in, his voice as hard and impenetrable as the steel he worked with every day. "What's your problem?" he challenged, his eyes narrowed, ready to defend his dog from any harm. One of the Cobra's henchmen sneered. "We just want to see how tough your little dog is," he taunted, taking a menacing step forward. It was then that Razor made a move, a swift kick aimed at Diesel. The suddenness of the attack caught Jason off guard, but not Diesel. With an agile leap, Diesel dodged the kick, surprising both the Cobras and Jason. Then something unexpected happened. Diesel, instead of showing aggression, licked the hand that had tried to kick him, his tail wagging, hoping for a treat. A wave of laughter echoed through the garage. The Cobras, taken aback by the dog's reaction, couldn't contain their amusement. But Jason was far from amused. The protective instincts that had always been dormant within him now roared to life. "Get out," he growled, his voice resonating with controlled fury. "And don't ever show your face here again." Razor, however, wasn't one to back down. "You think you can scare us away?" he scoffed, his handlebar mustache twitching with disdain. "This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Statham," he continued, his eyes gleaming with malice. "So you and your dog better leave or else." With that ominous warning, the Cobras made their way out, leaving Jason seething with anger. He turned to Diesel, concern etched on his face. "Are you all right, boy?" he asked, running a hand over the dog's head. Diesel, ever the trooper, barked in response, shaking off the incident as if it were nothing more than a minor inconvenience. But Jason knew this was far from over. As the days passed, Jason couldn't shake off the feeling of dread. The encounter with the Cobras had stirred something primal within him, a determination to protect his own. He started taking self-defense classes, his moves sharp and efficient, a testament to his years of experience in the underground fighting circuit. Every punch and kick was a reminder of the danger that lurked at his doorstep. Meanwhile, in the heart of the Cobra's territory, Razor was addressing his fellow gang members. "I want you all to hear me," he boomed, his voice echoing through their secret hideout. "That dog of Statham's has got to go." As the Cobras murmured in agreement, Razor continued, "He thinks he's tough. But we're going to show him what it means to mess with the Cobras." The plan was set in motion. Cobras would strike when Statham least expected it, and they intended to make it personal. As night fell, casting long shadows across the town. Jason was finishing up some late repairs when a sense of foreboding washed over him. He looked towards the door, his eyes narrowed in anticipation. Could this be it? Was the Cobra's attack imminent? Just then, there was a loud crash. The front door lay shattered on the floor, and the Cobra stood silhouetted against the dim light spilling out from under the door. "Get out, Statham," Razor snarled, his voice laced with menace. "It's over." Jason emerged from the shadows, his face grim. In his hand was a tire iron, its metal surface glinting in the dim light. "I thought I made myself clear," Jason stated, his voice unwavering. "Get out." Razor laughed, a harsh grating sound. "You're outnumbered, Statham. It might be tough, but there's too many of us." But Jason wasn't backing down. "And let's see what you got," he challenged, readying himself for the fight of his life. The Cobra's men surged forward, their fists clenched, their eyes blazing with aggression. But Jason was ready. He parried their attacks with ease, his movements swift and precise. Each swing of the tire iron connected with a sickening thud, sending the cobras crashing to the ground. He fought with a ferocity that surprised even him, driven by the primal need to protect what was his. As the fight raged on, the sight of their fallen comrades fueled the cobra's anger. They attacked in a frenzy, their numbers seemingly endless. But Jason stood his ground, his determination unyielding. He was a whirlwind of fists and feet, his body a blur of motion. But amidst the chaos, Jason spotted an opportunity. As Razor lunged at him, his fist aimed at Jason's head, Jason ducked, causing Razor to overextend. With a swift kick, Jason sent the tire iron flying. It connected squarely with Razor's jaw, sending him crashing to the ground. Seizing the moment, Jason pressed his advantage, straddled Razor, raining blows upon him, each punch echoing with the force of his pent-up rage. "Stay away from me and my dog," he snarled, his voice hoarse with exertion. But Razor, despite being battered and bruised, refused to back down. With a guttural roar, Razor managed to gouge out Jason's eye, momentarily blinding him. Enraged by the pain and blinded with hatred, Jason unleashed a final devastating blow, knocking Razor out cold. With their leader incapacitated, the remaining cobras knew they were defeated. They slunk away into the shadows, their bravado from moments ago evaporated. Jason, his body aching, stumbled out of the shop. The fight had taken its toll on him, but the sight of Diesel waiting patiently outside brought a wave of calm over him. He knelt beside his dog, burying his face in his fur. "Did it, boy," he whispered, his voice filled with gratitude. As the sun rose, casting its golden rays over Oakhaven, Jason stood surveying the damage to his shop. The night's battle had left its mark. But it had also revealed something about him that he didn't know existed. A strength that stemmed from the depths of his love for his dog. News of the Cobra's defeat spread like wildfire through Oakhaven. The townspeople, initially unaware of the danger that had lurked among them, now looked at Jason with newfound respect. He had defended not only himself and his dog, but their town as well. Razor, on the other hand, was nursing his wounds both physically and to his pride. The humiliation of defeat burned within him, vowing revenge against Jason. But Jason was prepared. He'd faced worse than Razor and the Cobras, and he knew he had the support of the town behind him. As for Diesel, he was treated like a local hero. The dog who'd shown no fear in the face of danger was now basking in the adoration of the townsfolk. Jason chuckled, watching people try to give his dog belly rubs through the cage. Life in Oakhaven settled back into its peaceful rhythm, but Jason's life was forever changed. He was no longer just a biker with a troubled past. He was a protector, a symbol of courage for the people of Oakhaven. And by his side, always loyal and steadfast, was Diesel, the little dog who kicked a biker. Now check out the bonus story Jackie Chan vs. a Mountain Gang, an epic showdown. When Jackie takes on a ruthless mountain gang, our hero faces betrayal and finds courage in the most unexpected places. Don't miss this tale of adventure and resilience,